Hello friends, so here is another question, and it has been asked to find the angle between the vectors A vector, which is expressed as 3i cap plus 2j cap plus k cap, and B vector, which is expressed as 5i cap minus 2j cap minus 3k cap. Okay, so again here we have to use the basic definition of dot product, according to which the dot product between two vectors is expressed as this. Okay, dot product of A vector and B vector is A vector modulus, B vector modulus cos theta, where theta is the angle between the two vectors where their tails meet. Okay, like this. So here cos theta can be expressed as A vector dot B vector by A vector modulus B vector modulus. Here A vector dot B vector is simply the product of the x, y and z components, sum of the products of the x, y and z components of both the vectors. So here it will be 3 into 5, okay, x component of A multiplied with x component of B, plus 2 multiplied with minus 2 y component of A multiplied with y component of B, then plus 1 multiplied with minus 3 y component of A multiplied with y component of B vector, then the modulus of both the vectors, that is, here it is 3 square plus 2 square plus 1 square for A vector, and for B vector it is 5 square plus minus 2 square plus minus 3 square root over this. So here it is 15 minus 4 minus 3 by root over of this one is 9 plus 4 13 plus 1 14, and here it is root over of 25 plus 4 29, which is 38. So this is 8 by root over of 14 root over of 38. So the result is, it is coming around 8 by 15 0.3468, that is cos theta. Theta is cos inverse of 0.3468, which is equal to 69.703 degree or 69.7 degree, that much. So that is the angle between the vectors A vector and B vector. Okay. So here is another question on dot product of vectors. So it is not actually related to dot product, but the application, okay, the way in which we are going to solve it, that is, we will be utilizing the concept of dot product. So it is not just dot product, but we'll be using the concept of dot product to solve this question. Okay, so here it has been asked that we are given two vectors, A vector and B vector, and we have to check whether the two vectors are perpendicular with respect to each other or not. So here we'll be using the basic concept of dot product, the basic definition, according to which the dot product of two vectors, A vector and B vector, is expressed as A vector modulus B vector modulus cos theta. Okay, and cos theta is then expressed as A vector dot B vector by A vector modulus B vector modulus this. So here this part, this numerator part, is very important. Suppose this numerator part A vector dot B vector is 0, then we will have cos theta equals to 0, and then that implies theta is equal to cos inverse of 0, which is equal to 90 degree or 270 degree, whatever, some multiple of 90 degree, okay, odd multiple, okay, only then it will be perpendicular. So here right now let us determine that dot product simply. Now we know that whenever we have two vectors expressed as the A vector, which is expressed as axi cap plus ayj cap plus azk cap, and another vector B vector expressed as bxi cap plus byj cap plus bz k cap, then A vector dot B vector is simply expressed as the sum of the products of the x, y and z components respectively, ay by plus az bz. Okay, so that will be 2 into 1 is 4 into 2 plus 2 into minus 5. Okay, 2 with 1, 4 with 2 and 2 with minus 5. So this is 2 plus 8 minus 10. 10 minus 10, which is equal to 0. So here this dot product is coming as 0. So when the numerator becomes 0, then cos theta is 0, then theta is equal to cos inverse of 0. Yes. So these two vectors, A vector is perpendicular with B vector. So we have proved it. So here we simply use the concept of dot product, particularly this cos theta part, to check whether the two vectors are perpendicular to each other or not. Okay. So here we are with another question. Again, we have two vectors and we have to prove that the two vectors are perpendicular to each other or not. So again, very basic, very simple. We have to use the basic definition of dot products. The basic definition of dot product says A vector dot B vector is expressed as A vector modulus B vector modulus cos theta. So here it can be expressed, the cos theta part can be taken to one side and it can be expressed as A vector dot B vector by A vector modulus and B vector modulus. So here again, in order to check whether they are perpendicular or not, everything is dependent on this numerator part, A vector dot B vector. Suppose it becomes 0, then cos theta will be equal to 0, and then theta can be expressed as cos inverse of 0, which is equal to 90 degree or some odd, okay, odd multiple of 90 degree, okay, 270 degree, like that. only then it can be 0, it can be perpendicular. Two vectors can be said to be perpendicular. So first we'll determine the dot product here, because everything is related to that. So here we have to just multiply the x respective components, x components, y components and z components of each of these vectors respectively, and then add them. So it will be simply ax bx, ay by and az bz. So accordingly it is 1 into 2 plus 2 into minus 1 plus 3 multiplied with 0. So it's 2 minus 2 plus 0, it is equal to 0. So the numerator is coming 0, okay, here. So as the numerator is 0, then cos theta will be 0, and as cos theta is 0, then we'll have theta, which is cos inverse of 0 degree, that will be equal to 90 degree or some odd multiple of 90 degree, 270 degree, like that. So it means A vector here is perpendicular to B vector. Okay.